We're live. Go for it, Malia.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Hello, good evening. My name is Malia Holleran, and I am here with April Marie Tucker, and we are hosting the third call in our Top Earner Biz Builder Challenge. So we are super excited that you're here tonight. We have been creating content like crazy every single day, creating amazing habits of consistency and putting value out into the world. So I'm really excited because tonight we're going to talk about what to do with all that content once you create it, different places to post, how to generate traffic back to your site, and all of that stuff. So you ready, April?
I'm ready. I'm going to also talk about, too, guys, like creating offers. So, because I've looked at a lot of people's blogs, and I'm like, there's no offer. There's nothing. There's no opt-in. There's no call to action. So we're really going to, like, really get into that because that's where the magic happens. Getting leads is when it starts to become really real, right? So we're going to be talking a lot about that tonight, and yeah, and I'll give you guys some spots that you guys can go fishing with your blog posts and stuff like that. And we're going to cover more of that too next week. So yeah, really excited. We made it third week. Gosh, guys, I think I've been going for 5 weeks now. Consistency, 5 days a week, blog post, video, and that's that's the key. So today actually I signed up 2 mastery members, so I was really excited because now you can see, and I'm just not bragging, by the way, I'm just sharing this so that I can prove to you guys that this is how it works. Like, I'm building up all this marketing, right? It's building up, building up, building up, and now it's like a volcano, because after a while, and that's why it's like people usually they get to the point where it's like about to be a volcano and they stop. And so that's why I wanted to share that with you, is because like I had an annual mastery sign up today and everything. I never talked to the person or anything. I have another lady I think is coming on tonight. And then of course I've got some stuff going on in my business as well, and some leaders that are coming over, and it's because of all the activity, right? And that volcano is starting to put lava out there. Now it's going to be like explosion, and it's going to be great. But you got to get to that point. So if you're feeling like, oh, this isn't working, it's because you haven't gotten to that point where all of a sudden it's like, right, like a volcano. And I can't remember all about volcanoes and all that stuff, but what the terminology is, but you get the idea, right? So you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. The activity has got to build on itself, and activity always leads to more activity. And I've noticed that in my own business. So it's kind of like for a while, because I had taken some time off, I had to build back up a lot of momentum. So as a brand new person, like Donna, I know is pretty new. Debbie's very new. As a brand new person, you've got to work extra hard for the next 30, 90 days to get that explosion, to just that volcano to build up and erupt, right? That's the word I was looking for, erupt, for the eruption. And so when the eruption happens, then you're like, now my work's paying off. But it usually happens all at once, and it's usually nothing's really happening at first. So you're like, oh, this is not working. I don't think my work is paying off. And then all of a sudden, all of that work builds up like a volcano and erupts, and you'll see it happen. So if you're feeling like that, you guys gotta keep going. Okay, so don't give up now. We're almost there. We're almost to the breaking point. And actually, I'm actually thinking about prolonging this. Maybe not the trainings like we're doing, but just prolonging like the Blitz and keeping the Blitz going in the group and stuff like that, because I think it's really important that people, and people obviously, new people can come in and join, but I think it's really important that people have a tribe, somewhere where they can go and see other people's activity and kind of feel motivated with that, but also have somewhere that they can put their content and get their content shared. You guys that are brand new, the new people can learn from some of the people that have already gone through the training and stuff like that. So Guys, keep up the great work. You guys, I know Debbie's really starting to get on a roll. I'm really proud of you, Debbie. You're doing awesome. I'm reading your blog posts, but of course, you know, I looked at them and I'm like, the blog post itself is good, but we got to work on the call to action. We got to work on creating an offer. We got to get some stuff there so that way Debbie is generating leads and making sales in her business, because it starts with the lead. You have to have the lead, the opt-in first, right? And once they're on your list, then they're going to get a drip series. Now, it's very rare, and I would say probably less than 5% of people will buy on their actual first look, right? On their very first look at MLSP or whatever the offer is. So you have to have a drip series. You have to have you know, an autoresponder series that's going to drip on them over the next, you know, I think MLSPs is like 20 days or something like that. I just created one for my course, which is only 8 days, so it's not even that long. But then, of course, sending out broadcasts and keep inviting them back. And it's interesting, but I've had people on my list for years before they've actually joined or did anything. And I'm not kidding you, and I'm not saying that to discourage you, because yes, it normally doesn't take that long. However, just worst case scenario, I'm saying people will hang on for a very long time. And believe it or not, they'll watch you. They'll wait for that time, that moment where they feel like that you would pretty much inspire them. You know, they'll wait for that moment where you kind of inspire them into action, into wanting to do something, or they wait for the timing to be right for them. You know, and a lot of time that is the case. It's like, you know, the timing has to be right for people. And a lot of times if somebody says, no, I'm not joining, like 90% of the time it's because of timing. It's just not the right time for them right now. In fact, I have some leaders right now I'm working on for my primary MLM, and they said they need a few weeks because they're in the middle of doing some stuff and got really busy stuff going on with life. So it's just timing, you know. But when the timing's right for them, they will, and that's why it's more important that you stick with it, you know, and you continuously be sending out content and staying in front of your audience. Because if you don't do that, then they're going to go find somebody who is. They're going to go find Malia or Debbie or Donna or me or somebody that's out there doing their thing. So that's why it's important that you stick with the activity and the content creation and stay in front of your people as much as possible. Just one second, guys. I think Leanne's trying to get on. One sec. Okay. All right. And hopefully she understands. I just slapped her with a link. Okay. So I'm actually going to jump over to my blog, and I think it's easier. Today I did not do any slides. No slides today. I've been super busy, but I'd rather just dive into training anyways and have you guys follow along as I'm just, you know, going through the ropes and showing you guys around. And I'm just going to go to my blog. I might, if you don't mind, Donna maybe, or Debbie, if you don't mind if I maybe jump over to yours maybe even, and just kind of show you guys where you could improve too. I can show you what I think, you know, would be awesome for you to improve and so on. So if you want to, you can drop your blog in the chat box here. And let's see here, who's in here? Just drop your link in here if you want me to look at your blog and check it out and give you some ideas of ways that you can improve it. So I'm going to actually go to screen share. Sorry, my brain's catching up again. Let's see here. Entire screen share. Okay, so debbiegarcia.net. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen? All is good in the hood? Yes, Leanne? Is that Leanne?
I can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Leanne.
Hi.
We can hear you tonight.
All right. That's a good sign.
I'm just going to mute you, okay? Or can you mute yourself? And then that way, yeah, if you're typing or whatever, I can, just so it's quiet. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my blog. Now, I'm going to talk about some stuff that you guys can tweak that we actually didn't talk about last training session we did, okay? So there's just a few things, Pinoy exit pop. Now, if you notice here, I actually, on every single blog post, I have an exit pop. So when it comes to traffic, guys, you know, like you have My Lead System Pro. Every single one of you have My Lead System Pro. It is so easy for you to go in your back office of My Lead System Pro, grab one of the free offers that are back there, go underneath websites, and then go to, you know, system campaigns. Grab one of those free trainings, like a Facebook, Instagram, something, and every single time somebody comes to my site and they go to click off of one of my blog posts, like this is one of the blog posts I did. I actually added a video to an old blog post to this one. But if they go to click off, see how it says confirm navigation, discover what happens when the industry's #1 most profitable niche pairs with the most, and see how I'm stopping them with a free presentation, a free offer. Now if they click on stay on this page, it's going to actually redirect them to my offer, right? Which is, this is for a free presentation for my MLM, okay? So let me just go back. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like and when I click on edit page here. Ooh, that's not the right one. One sec. My blog is so much faster now that I moved it. There we go. Okay, so let me just show you what it looks like. Now Pinoy, it's called Pinoy exit pop, okay? And that is a free WordPress plugin, and you can see right here, you'll see down here, once you install it, you'll get a little box at the bottom here, okay? And you can put whatever you want in the alert box. I usually say something like, wait, let me see if I can find a better one here, because I have some more like Instagram free training offers and stuff like that. Actually, you guys have probably seen, if you've been over to my blog, I probably stop you at every turn to leave. This one, I think I have that. Okay, wait, 100% free Instagram training and cheat sheet for your getting laser targeted followers and leads for your business lightning fast. Click stay on page now. Now, if they stay on page, they're going to go to an opt-in form. Now, just adding this is going to get you a load of subscribers, because basically you're stopping them from leaving your blog. You're saying, wait, I have a final offer for you, you free training, free Instagram training, you know, click stay on page now if you want to gain instant access, right? And so that is one of the major reasons why I get a lot of leads from this blog. I get a lot of leads every day from this blog. Not because I'm really good at ranking on the search engines or anything like that, because I get traffic and I have lots of opt-in forms for them to opt in with, okay? That's why it's so important. Now, this other one that I want to talk to you about is and I just actually reinstalled this. I haven't had this in a long time, but it's called Magic Action Box. And you can create your own, which I'm probably going to get the pro version and have like my Instagram offer in the bottom. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here. Let's go back to this. It's not showing up yet, I don't think. Or it's not on this one. Hold on. I might not have put it on that one. Yeah, there it is. So it looks like this. Join my newsletter to get posts like this one delivered straight to your inbox. And you can have something as simple as that. This is a free, once again, this is a free plugin that you just plug in with your newsletter, you know, your Aweber or whatever. You just plug it in. You just want to make sure you go to the action box settings, main settings here, and go in there and you fiddle with it. I'm sure there's some support and links. I'm not going to go through training on how to install every plugin, but I'm going to give you some of these Magic Action Box is a free one that you can definitely use for that. Let's see. So you can see it, every single one of my posts, every single one of them, I ask for something. I give them a call to action. So this one, I tell them to stop getting kicked in their teeth and join my MLSP marketing team, because I'm talking about Funnelizer. Now, all I did was go into Funnelizer and show them how to create a capture page with Funnelizer, showed them how I do it, showed them mine, and told them how awesome it is to be a part of My Lead System Pro. And guess what? Because of that, I got a sign up yesterday and I got 2 sign-ups today. And that's all I did. And so this is what I'm talking about when you get a lead, okay? They go on your your list, right? So every time you get a lead, they're on your list, they're getting a drip series. But then you have the opportunity to build a relationship with them through video, like what I do. Every day I send them a video. Why? Because I'm building a relationship with my list. I'm building a relationship with them. I'm getting them, I'm basically softening them up so that they want to join me. So I make it irresistible not to join me, not to get coaching from me, not to work with me, whatever it is that I'm trying to get them to do at that moment, right? And they value that because they see me as a leader. They see me as, you know, an influencer, somebody that can help them in their business, because I'm sending them a bunch of free training all the time. Oh my gosh, who would have thought, right? So you want to make sure that every training you have is kind of like, it's like your lead bait. It's you are pre-selling is what you're doing. So basically you're pre-selling them and then giving them a call to action and getting them to go to your offer, whatever it is. If you're just doing like a post that you know, you're trying to get leads with, you should still have, you know, some way to join. Obviously, once they opt in, they can still join. This one, I'm doing both. I'm actually trying to get them to join, and I'm trying to get leads. So I sent this out through my Hootsuite, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm jumping ahead. But you always want to make sure you have a call to action. So you see, I told them in the video, to join, you know, MLSP. I gave them a call to action. I told them to check out MLSP, how it saved my business and it will save theirs and all this stuff, right? And then I have a little banner here, which you can get banners right from your back office in My Lead System Pro. It's really easy. Let me go in there. I'll show you guys where it's at because it's kind of in a weird place. You guys need to have banners. Like I've seen a lot of people people's blogs, and they don't have any banners. So it's under, you can see I can barely remember, right? Oh, sample ads and resources. So it's actually underneath the training resource tab, okay? And you go to sample ads and resources, and I know a lot of people probably don't even know this exists. Let's see here, banners. Click on banners, and now you've got all of these banners. So you don't have the one that I have. That one is actually given to me by another one. But here's one for InstaBiz Builder. So if you want to put InstaBiz Builder on your site, which I highly recommend that you do, you can see right here I've got, I actually created this one. I'm not using that one. But you can, I'll actually replace that right now while I'm thinking about it. But don't want it to go to conquer the internet. I want it to go to, let's see, InstaBiz Builder, yeah. And then you just click on generate. Now you can put a tracking code in there, which I do recommend. Blog banner is what I would put. Put a tracking code. Now basically that's just going to give you a code so you know where the opt-in is coming from. However, I do want to tell you that this is probably not the campaign you want. So let me show you how to fix that. This is not actually, the campaign that you're going to want is the InstaBiz Builder campaign, or if you already have an Instagram training or something else set up, then you could just do that. But let me show you guys really quick how to edit that. Alright, so right here I'm going to go into this box. So what you want to do to add a widget, so if you want to add a banner to your site, you go into widgets, okay, just like I just showed you, and then you go and you get a text box, okay? So the text box will be found on the left-hand side here. Got a lot of boxes here. Where is it? Am I missing it? There it is, text box. And you'll just slide it on over. Slide it on over there. That's it. Okay? And then once you've done that, you add the banner code. So you just paste that code right in there. Right? And so for this one, I am going to take this. Make sure you get all of it, okay? It's going to probably be until question mark T. Get that all out of there. Actually, I don't want to take the / out. Okay, so get that out of there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to add the InstaBiz Builder one in here for right now. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to put Insta Leadgram. Oh, I'm not going to do that one either. I'm decisive. Hang on. This happens to me a lot. Okay, let's see. 81 at instabizbuilder.com. Okay, because I do want that tracking on there. So I'm going to leave instabizbuilder.com, and I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now that's saved. Now let's go over to my blog. See how the exit pop even stops me. So there it is. So there it is right there. Now that is actually to the left. I'm actually really quick going to put, I forget what is the tags for center, Malia? I can't remember now. I'm having a lot of brain farts here. I think it's center, right? Like
I think
this?
it's the center.
Like that,
Well,
right? Like that, I think. Let's see, center, center. Can I adjust the size of this? No, probably not. Not unless I actually save the image, right?
yeah, or it's going to make it.
Yeah, it'll make it distorted.
Yes.
Okay, so see, that's how you do it right there. So now that's on there. Free lifetime access. Let's see here. That looks silly, though, to have two. So let me take this out of here. And I usually put a title just because it just makes it look nicer, you know. So save that, delete this, come back here. Now, I recommend that you have like your offer be like as soon as they see how when we landed on the page, you can see my offer like right away. It's at the top. You can see right here I have an opt-in form here, which catches them right dead in center, and then I also have a free offer right here. So you want to make sure that your offers are right when they land on the page. So just when you look at your blog, look to see if your offers are there. And for those of you that don't know how to like create opt-in forms or anything like that, I mean, you can easily do them yourself even through Aweber. And I have video for that somewhere. So if you need help with creating your own opt-in form, let me know. But I would just suggest you guys for now just use the banners. I mean, you can see I have mostly banners here. I don't have any opt-in forms actually on this. And this one is actually one that I created myself. I created this banner. And I just used PowerPoint. That was it. I used PowerPoint and I created up my own banner. And I just resized it and it looks okay, I guess. Looks pretty good. These are MLSP banners. So you can see I have an MLSP banner. These are some affiliate things I'm affiliated with, and then I just put those on there as well. But all of these are just MLSP banners, and then of course I have one of my own. And guys, seriously, like you have to have some type of free offer. And then of course every time you do a blog post, be calling them to do something. You know, opt in to learn more about My Lead System Pro, free presentation, how I generate, 3+ leads per day on Instagram, and how you can too, whatever, something like that, right? And just give them a call to action. So you can see, not with this one really, but I do tell them, let's see. Oh yeah, so you need leads because your biz will die without them, and MLSP Funnelizer provides a solution to that problem. Of course, you can get a lot more leads. The training is priced, and I should know I'm one of the trainers. Test drive My Lead System Pro for less than $10 here. So you can see I'm telling them, and then I'm also telling them to also share my posts and comment. So that's my call to actions. On every single post, I always, always, always tell them to do something. Never do I ever miss to tell them to give them a call to action. And most marketers fall short of doing that. They don't give a call to action. So I can't stress it enough. Don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Don't be afraid to ask for them to opt in. If you're afraid to do that, I'm telling you, just remember my words. There's nothing to be afraid of. And in fact, they want you to tell them what to do next. People need to be told what to do next or they don't know. So make sure that you're doing those call to actions in every single one of your posts and asking for the opt-in, asking for the sale. every single time. You know, I don't, it's not by chance that people join me. I ask for the opt-in. I ask for the sale. Every single time I ask for it. So you have to get in the habit of doing that, and don't, like, I used to have this fear of doing that. And, you know, I don't know if you guys can resonate with that at all, but I used to feel like funny, like, and part of that came from my lack of belief of what I was doing, because I was new, right? When you're new and you really haven't made any money, you kind of don't believe in what you're doing until you actually see that it's real. Of course, now I know it's real, and I have no problem asking for the sale every single time. But in the beginning, even asking for something as simple as an opt-in, or for them to exchange information for a free training, that's so ridiculous, right? I didn't feel comfortable doing it because I lacked a lot of belief. Didn't I didn't feel like a leader. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't. But you got to get over that. Eventually I was just like, you know what, I just gotta do it, and who cares? Like, I had to completely ignore those feelings and say, go away, bad feelings, you're wrong, you're lying to me, and put the call to action in there anyway. So I've given you guys a bunch of ways to do that. You can go look at my posts, you can go look at Malia's, you can go look at any other leaders' posts in the industry. You'll see that they all have call to actions. In fact, I encourage you to go look at all of their, you know, blog posts and things like that, and look and see what are they saying in their call to action, and model that. Don't use it word for word, and please don't put stuff through a spinner and make it your own. Don't do that. Actually rewrite it and make it your own in your own words, okay? And I know that kind of sounds like, because I remember being new and I'm like, I just didn't know what to say or how to word it, and oh my gosh, Ray Hitkin just worded everything like he was like Rico Suave or something, and just had a thing with his words, or, you know, some of the other leaders that I looked up to way back when I started, and I'm like, I just don't know if I can do that. So it was like coming up with my own. I always would compare myself to them. Don't do that. You are where you are today, okay? And that's where you need to be. So you have some growing to do. So if it doesn't sound as good as them, who cares? Just move on, do it anyways, and improve it as you go. Because as you go, you're going to get better and better at everything you do. So is everyone following me so far? Yes, Malia, you there still?
I'm here. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm starting to lose my voice. Let's see here. Okay, what's next? I gotta think for a second. That was a lot. Okay, so you can see too, I also invite them over to my fan page a lot, or my Instagram, just because I want them to stay connected with me. So they might feel like this resistance to opting in to, you know, one of my lead capture pages, but they might feel like, oh, I like what she's sharing on Instagram. I can identify with her. I think I'll follow her there. You see what I'm saying? So you always want to hit them at all different angles. Eventually, so now that they're on my fan page or they're on my Instagram, I'm posting stuff on my Instagram all the time, and I'm posting stuff on my Facebook all the time, that I'm going to probably eventually get them on my list. Not everyone, but that's the idea anyways, is that you want to stay in front of them and get them at every angle that you can, and by staying in front of them. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you is what I do with every single post. Obviously, I was sharing with you guys in last training, I share it. But I also use Hootsuite. So what I would recommend you do is go get a Hootsuite, or Links Alpha is a plugin. It might be a little, I haven't used it in a long time. It might be complicated for you to set up. Don't like yell at me if it is, because I can't help you with it. But I will say it is free. You get pretty much free, and then I think it's like, it's a lot less than Hootsuite. Why is it not pulling up? There it is. Right now, I just started looking into it again because I can't remember why I didn't use it. So I have to actually upgrade if I want to use it. I think, how much is it? $8.99 a month, so not a big deal. No big deal, $8.99 a month for that. Hootsuite is like, I pay $20 a month, so I was actually thinking about moving over to here. I'll let you guys know on that. But if you want to like wander in, I know Margaret uses it. I used to recommend it to everyone because I used it before too. And then I think I went to Hootsuite. But now Hootsuite's really changed their pay, or not their payment plan, but their like you only get 50 accounts like that you can share to with Hootsuite. And what I liked about Hootsuite is that I could share to all my Facebook groups. So like I'm in a lot of Facebook groups on Facebook. So what I do is I share my content like for let's see if there's, I'm going to find something I haven't shared yet and show you guys what I do, because I know there's something there I haven't shared yet. Let's see. I don't think I shared this one on. Okay, so this one right here. So if you have Shareaholic, you can open up Hootsuite right from your blog post. And let's see, Hootsuite's right here. And actually, you can get the app too. There's a Hootsuite app. Where is it? I don't know if I still have it on here. But there's an app that you can put on your Chrome. I don't know where it's at right now. But you can easily pull it up. It's really easy to do. And now you can see I have all these groups in here. And like I said, like for $20, there's 50, so that's why I'm looking into something different. But whatever you find, like Links Alpha is good. I know there's SochiSend, I think. Is it, Malia? I think there's something like that. But there's other ones. OnlyWire's okay, but it's not going to share to all your Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups and all that stuff. And I'm in a lot of groups. Like I'm probably in like over 300 Facebook and between Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm definitely in over 300 groups. So that's why I do recommend that you get like something that you can schedule and send out. Hootsuite's awesome for that, but you know, if you don't want to spend the money on it, it's up to you. So I just selected all of them all at once. You can see right here. And now it's pulled up my image, which that's why it's important too to have a nice image for your blog post. Create something nice. It doesn't have to be too awesome or anything like that, but you could create something with PowerPoint, because anytime you're sharing on Facebook, people will see the images. Like the images are what is going to attract them to your content. So like this image right here, you can see right here I have red headline, right? Instagram bio, tips for monetizing Instagram. And then that's going to be attractive in itself. I mean, right there, I mean, I'm getting a lot of traffic just from doing this, just by like joining some groups. In fact, one of the groups I just looked at on Facebook had 80,000, close to 80,000 people in it. And people were liking and sharing and all kinds of stuff right in that group. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. And it's called Network Marketing. The group's called Network Marketing. So if you want to join it, you can right on Facebook. This is all I did. And I'll show you right what I did. I mean, this is so easy. Send delayed, and that's that. And you could write something more if you want. In fact, if you write a little more, you probably get a little bit more. But I just shared to about 50 groups right there. And it was just within a click of a button. Now that's going to get me traffic. I guaranteed it. I guarantee it. That's probably, I'm not kidding you, hundreds of thousands of people it's going to go in front of just by doing that. So that's how powerful it is. So, and I'm only in 50 groups with Hootsuite right now because they're charging $20 for 50 groups, and I think it's ridiculous to pay any more than that for what it is. So I'm not going to pay for it. But if I had all my groups, oh my gosh, it would be mad. It would be awesome. And that's why I'm looking into some other things. But when I find something, I will for sure share it, anything that's reasonable. Let's see here. What else was I going to say? So anytime I post up content, and this is something that I always do, is I take a picture of it, a screenshot from my cell phone, and I post it on my Instagram. So let's jump over to my Instagram. If you guys aren't on Instagram, you definitely need to be. And of course, if you haven't picked up my course yet, you should. Okay, so right here, here's my blog post from yesterday. I shared my blog post from yesterday on here, and I just took a screenshot right from my phone. I went over to my blog post. I clicked screenshot, and I posted it up. And I said, need leads? I just put up something special over my blog for those of you in need of lead generation or marketing for your biz. Check it out at aprilmarietucker.com. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give them a long detailed link. That's why it's important. Like if you share a blog post, so don't think like I can't go and share one of my older blog posts on my Instagram now, because if I send them to aprilmarietucker.com, they're going to see my sizzle review. You know, they're not going to see what is my lid system pro anymore. I mean, you could, but you more than likely probably people will not type that all in. They just won't, because it's not clickable. See, it's not clickable on Instagram. So just remember that. You could also tell them if you have your blog in your bio, you could tell them to click the link in your bio. I always recommend that you have for Instagram a free offer in here at all times. I usually keep mine in the same, unless I'm doing like a big webinar, but it's got to be a big one. Then I'll change it up. But what I did for my webinars, like if you wanted to, because you're doing webinars or you are inviting to my Lid System Pro webinars, let me see if I can find a post that I did that with really quick here. Here we go, Insta free webinar. So what I did was I bought an easy domain, Insta free webinar. It matches my instafreeleads.com, so it's very congruent with that. And then I just posted up, get your business and profit in 30 days or less using simple social media hacks, register for free training, and then I send them to instafreewebinar.com. Now, how easy is that for them to type in instafreewebinar.com on their website? Pretty easy. Would it be easy for them to type in, you know, April Marie 81 weekly marketing webinars? No, they're not going to type that in. They're not going to do that, which, by the way, this would be one of the lead capture pages that you would use to invite to webinars. So that's where I send them. I send them to that. See? So for all the MLSP webinars, I just forward mass instafreewebinar.com, and I send them over there. And it's easy peasy. I just forward mask it, and then for my Instagram, I always have Insta Free Webinar. So anytime there's a webinar, I can just say instafreewebinar.com, click the link, you know, or go to instafreewebinar.com. I don't even tell them to go to my bio. I used to do that, but it's just I don't want to miss leads here. This is like prime real estate right here, and I really don't want to interrupt that because this is working so well. You know what I mean? So why interrupt it? You don't when you don't have to, especially. So I would just recommend that you buy a domain or something for that. Let's see what else I want to share with you guys tonight. Let's see, what time is it? 10 o'clock. Let's go back over to my blog. Oh, let's look at. I think Donna said I could look at her blog, right? Let's see. April and Malia, do you recommend that I take my free 7-day Facebook bootcamp off my blog and add in the MLSP Mastery on my blog instead? I gotta look at your blog. I wouldn't recommend you do that. I think having your own offer is really good, but I don't know, like Donna, I don't know, like without opting in, like does it sell something? Is there something that it's, is it selling MLSP? I mean, I think if you were mailing to your list, you know, that would be okay. So, wow, you're in 2000. I didn't even know you could do that. Let's see, what is Donna's blog? Donna, you would think I would pull it up. Come on. Online with Donna again. All right, here we go. No, I would leave that. That is perfect, Donna. Leave it. But what you could do is, I don't know if you're selling MLSP in there. I would be, but maybe in your drip series, you know, recommend some things, you know, like MLSP and stuff like that, and really build up those multiple income streams. Like if you go in some of my autoresponder series, like I'm selling a lot of different things. I'm not just selling MLSP. I'm selling products. I'm selling MLSP products. I'm talking about, you know, my MLM and all that good stuff. So, you know, I would definitely not do that. But what you could do is add a banner. You could add a banner too right here. I would add one right here as well, so that way you have this, and then you also have a banner. Okay, so you have like a PS, but Donna, where are you going to direct them? You got to direct them somewhere. Give them a call to action right in here at the end. There should be a call to action as to where you want to send them. And then, of course, you can add the Pinoy exit pop. That will help a lot. And then having a little opt-in, like I showed you guys with that magic action box, would really help too. But yeah, other than that, and I would also make sure that you have the bar on the side because you want to have share buttons in their face all the time. That's going to help you with getting shares, like right here, this share bar right here. So not only do, well, right now I have that one turned off just because of the, I don't know why I have it turned off actually. I think I turned it off. But usually I have them at the top and at the bottom and on the side. I think I was messing with that in my plugins here. So yeah, so let's go over to questions. That's pretty much all I got for tonight. And you guys can ask away. Let's see here. Did anybody ask in the Q&A? I'll enable the Q&A if anybody wants to ask a question. All right, Debbie, Malia, are you guys with me? Where did Leanne go?
I'm here.
Did Leanne get kicked off?
Not sure.
I think she did. Anything else you can think of, Malia, that you'd recommend too, as far as getting leads or traffic or anything?
I know that the opt-in form at the bottom of the blog post really helps because it's just natural when people read and they see that. So I definitely recommend that one. The share stuff. Yeah. I think all of those suggestions are great.
Yeah. So are you guys digging it? Like what I talked about tonight, Debbie, Leanne? Are you understanding, getting it? Hi, Leanne.
Hi.
Hi. So are you digging it? What you think about tonight?
You know what? I liked it a lot, April Marie. I guess a lot of it seems a little opaque right now just because I don't have my own blog. But I did see the gist of it, and I liked it, and I learned a lot. I mean, I learned a lot from this, what to do. I wish I had my blog in front of me so I could kind of look and follow along and do some of the things that you were coaching on. That's the only thing that kind of sucks right now is I haven't, Malia's waiting on my questionnaire, and I've been dealing with this issue. So I love it, bring on the training, but I also, it makes me want to get my blog. It's like right now, because it's just, there's so much, there's so much to know.
The cool thing is this is recorded.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, and I know for these suggestions when I started, I did all of these things. Like that's where this is where I learned. So it's always good to be able to go back and look at things. And you may not use all of the plugins. For those have seen my blog and April's blog, I don't use all of the same plugins, but I've tried them all. Yeah. And so it's really good to be able to try things on and see how they work. And some things will work and some things won't. But these are amazing resources.
Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. And you can also get like pop-ups and things like that. You can actually do one through Aweber too. I just haven't because I find them kind of annoying myself. So I don't know. Every time I go to a blog and I feel like if I'm on my mobile phone, I get stuck on that and I have to. I've actually had it like whack out my phone before, and I'm like so I don't know. I just haven't.
Trying to like pinch and move the thing over so you can get to the.
I end up leaving because I can't get.
Yeah, you can't find the little X or what corner it's in. I totally get that.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And also, if your site's not mobile, JP actually installed it, but it messed with messed with my slider on my blog. But it's called WordPress Touch, I think, and it makes your site mobile if your site's not already mobile.
Yeah, I think that's a free plugin too, WP Touch.
Yeah, it is. It's free. Yeah, it looked so good, except for it messed my slider up on my home page. on my
So you-
blog.
so you're not using it?
No, I couldn't use it until I had to get my blog redone and updated. That's why I just need a new blog. I'm gonna get one soon,
Yeah.
hopefully.
You can get a responsive one so you don't need that plugin.
Yeah, like one that's already done, like has
Yeah.
it, because my
Yeah.
theme doesn't have it. So my theme is outdated, I think.
Mhm.
Because they took what they did was they took an old like a theme and they customized it.
Right.
And I don't want to mess with it because if I update it, I might screw the whole thing up.
And
I've done that a lot of times.
that's kind of the situation Donna's in too, I know, because I think her theme is highly customized as well.
Hmm.
So her hands are kind of tied with the plugins that she can use.
Oh, yeah. See, and I get interference all the time because of that slider plugin that I have. So let's
Mhm.
see. Nobody has. Okay. Do you mean add the Shareaholic bar to the side? Yes. To the side. Always have it. That one is actually really good because Donna, it follows them. So as they're scrolling down the page, like it stays with them, and you want it to be like in their face at all times. And you can turn on all the different ones and stuff like that. So it should be good. Let's see here. Leanne, Debbie. I don't think Debbie can talk. Debbie, can you talk? No? All right. Anybody else have any final thoughts? I'm ready to close out. We're good. Final
Yeah.
thoughts, final questions.
No,
Leanne?
I wish I had a few more. I know I'm gonna have more when I'm sitting, when I'm looking at it and when it's in front of me. Just I'll have questions on how to navigate this, but I also can ask Maria a lot of those questions because she'll have designed it.
Yeah,
Um,
Maria's good at that.
this is the exact reason why I didn't want to do a Wix or a Squarespace because I didn't want to be held to a format, like their format.
No, you always want to have control of your own blog.
Yeah, yeah.
Do not, yeah, Malia's gonna set it up and you'll have control. She'll be done with you. You'll be yours.
No, I'm very excited, Malia. Very excited. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna finish up my questionnaire to you tonight. So very excited.
Yeah. So am I. I just want to say, for those of us that are creating content, Leanne, I want to encourage you. I know you don't have a blog yet, but if you still create content, write blog posts, do videos,
Notes.
because you're going to need it when the blog gets up there.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
actually my next task for you anyways, after the questionnaire, is to start creating content. So, and for those of you guys that are doing content every day and posting it and commenting, you guys are doing an amazing job. And I know that it's challenging to create every day, and there's what do I post? Lots of questions, and not only that, then kind of like April talked about in the beginning, you see yourself working so hard and trying to come up with ideas and posts and creativity, and you're not seeing the return right away. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. We've all been through this, and I think even for myself, I'm in a position where I need to build momentum back up. And April as well. We're both in a phase where we're building, building, building. And so you're not alone. Reach out to either of us on Facebook, on Skype. We're here. We totally support each other throughout the day and check in with each other. And if you need that support or camaraderie, both of us are here to be able to be that person for you. So just keep your head up, keep going, keep creating, and we're here to do this together. You guys are doing an amazing, amazing job. The most important thing here is to take action. And everyone here is in action, and that's exactly what you need to build up that momentum. So keep at it.
Yeah, most definitely. And actually, next week we're going to talk about monetization. But I was going to tell Leanne she could do a Facebook note too. So if you want to take your content, put it on a Facebook note, and then maybe do a YouTube video and put it on there, and then put it on Facebook. That's awesome. I would
Sure.
totally recommend that. Or just put a video and then put your text underneath the video or something. You know, you can still, you know, contribute. But like Malia was saying, do that. But also, like, if you're not creating content, jump in there and get inspired because people are creating content in the group. Go in there and contribute anyways. You know,
Okay.
because you don't necessarily have to feel like you know it all. I know a lot of people are brand new. Like Robert just joined MLSP, and he just wanted to be a part of the you know, the blitz that we're doing. So he might feel like, you know, I just don't know what to do, you know, and that's how we all feel as brand new people. But just start with ground zero. Go jump on a wake-up call. Take some of the tips that I share with you tonight. Just even take one and do a quick video about it. You know, it's really that simple. What did I share with you tonight? I shared with you about, you know, how to share in Facebook groups and things like that. I shared with you some plugins for opt-in forms. I shared with you some Instagram stuff. So you could take a little of something of anything and just go blurt it out in a video. You could even go do a, you know, a 1-minute video and put it up on YouTube. So there's just no excuses here with that. And I'd like to see everybody jumping in and creating some content because this is what's going to turn you into top earners. I always say, what would a top earner do? Look around at all the top earners online and see what are they doing. What are the common things that you can find? And actually, I would say that should be an exercise for you for homework. Actually, is to actually go look at maybe you know, all the people that you feel like are leaders and go look at their blogs. Go see what are they doing. Are they creating videos consistently? Are they creating blog posts consistently? Are they mailing their lists consistently? What are they doing? And then what you need to do is start emulating. I'm not saying like, I mean, look at big leaders, top earners. Don't look at people that, you know, that you don't know if they're really successful or not. Okay, please don't do that. But look at people that you know are successful. You know.
What's really funny is Brendan Bouchard. His old videos are so funny. He's in this office room with a conference table. I don't know what it was, and there was like a whiteboard. And he was so enthusiastic and passionate about what he was talking about on all the marketing.
Yeah.
And it was like you had to watch because he was loving what he was teaching, but it was the funniest room. The lighting was bad, you know, you're just like, an airplane would go by. And
you seen David Wood's beginner videos? He was like literally in a trailer. Like, I'm not kidding you, and it was like all ripped apart in the background. Like he lived in a trailer. And the guy was just raking it in. Like, guys, I grew up watching David Wood. So for me, it's like a lot of his stories and stuff like that, like, they changed my life, right? Because he was a part of MLSP, and he would always be in the webinars, and he'd always be on the calls and stuff like that. So sort of like how I am now, that's how David Wood was in MLSP. So I'm watching all this stuff. I'm like scratching my head because I'm like, this guy, he's like no shoes. He's got a tank top on. Half the time he's walking in the woods with no shoes on, and he's just talking for an hour about nothing, and the guy's just making all this money. Oh my God, I think I could do that. Like, how could you not do that? Like, that's the stuff that gave me the courage. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying go do what he's doing now or whatever, but guys, like, it's not, like Leanne was saying, it's not like that big of a deal. Like, you have nice background or anything, like, people get it, just get it done, just get it out there.
Do you see Frank Marino, you guys? Frank Marino has the most hilarious first video. It's like, it looks like something out of a bad Ozzy Osbourne video.
His first video?
Eye leader, and there's something weird in the back. And he's just sharing content, and it was great, you know?
Yeah, I actually met Frank, and we were in a challenge together. We were in a blog contest, and we met back in 2012, I think it was. No, 2011. So I had already been on for a year, and he'd been trying network marketing a lot longer than I had at the time, I think, but had just finally got online. And I remember, like, when I first saw him, and he told me that he was brand new, like a few months into MLSP and everything, and I was like, you do not look like you're a few months in. Like, he looked way better than me because he just had everything. Like, he's like, I think he should have been a graphic designer or something. Because he had a really good blog. He was doing, and he was creating content like crazy. The guy was working his butt off. We ended up working together. I actually sponsored him in a company, actually. We worked together. He was in my downline. I had to borrow him money to join because he was so broke.
Wow.
So I borrowed him and Mark Harbert money to join. And they both, like, when they hit it big, like, I never expected to see the money again. And when they, like, when they launched Tube Traffic Mojo, both of them paid me back.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, no, Mark Harbert paid me back. Frank paid me back way before then. But, yeah.
I believe it. I believe it. They're great.
They're good guys. I really like them. It was interesting to watch them because they're just, Frank especially, and he's just like a powerhouse. He's always working. Like, you just love it. It's like you're like a mad scientist back there doing your push-ups. Yeah, we're actually going to do some stuff. He contacted me. He wants to do some stuff, so we're probably going to do some trainings and stuff together.
Cool.
Hopefully we're not going to do any push-ups, but or anything. Or workouts.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm going to tell him I can't do that on camera. Sorry. I don't even like to go to the gym because I don't like to get sweaty in front of people. I'm just like that. I'm like, I don't know how you do that, taking their video like that, but hey, works for him. So, I think we're good tonight, unless anybody else has any more questions or anything.
I'm good.
You're good? Oh, I know you're good.
Thanks for being open to all of us, April and Malia. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's all about changing lives. So you guys just got to show up. I'm telling you, just show up and just start getting. If you just jump in that group and start commenting on people's stuff, I bet Debbie will tell you she feels motivated just because she's commenting and stuff. It makes her feel motivated just to do that. So if you're just a part of it, it's like it gives you the motivation to go out and do it too. You know, plus it gives you a great learning experience. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Malia can say a lot about that too, because we've done these before. We've done a lot of challenges since me and her got together. When did we get together? When did we get together? 2 years ago almost?
Almost 2 years, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, so we've been together for a while, so we've done a lot of blitzes and
We should have an
challenges.
anniversary party.
Your what? Oh, yeah, we should. When is your anniversary? I'll have to look. I should go look and see the day you joined.
Party.
Let's do some more Bath and Body Works. You like that Japanese stuff?
Yes, that was the most special thing. I wanted to cry.
Oh, I'm like the Japanese because I wasn't sure how it smelled. I couldn't smell it. It was online.
No, we
Yeah,
love it. I
likes
use it
it.
every day. My daughter and I fight over it.
Oh, that's funny. I figured that if you didn't like it, you could give it to your daughter. That's what I do. When I don't like something, I give it to Elaine.
No, I love it.
All right. So I'm going to call it a night. And if you ladies want to stick around for a few minutes, you can in the after party. But we are at the top of the hour. And, oh, my gosh, I think we're closing out just a few minutes before an hour. Yay! All right, guys. Have a good night. I will see you guys next week, next Thursday. Keep up the great work. And I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much, Malia, Leanne, Debbie, and Donna, and everyone else. Bye for now.